What's up, Queen Gang? So, I am at my baby daddy house for the very last time. Like, I mean it. We had agreed a little bit ago that he would see the kids on the weekends and that he was going to be consistent and that everything was going to be good. Well, baby, he saw the kids one weekend at his house, and then he came over to my house to see the kids, which was okay. But then we went back and agreed that he would see the kids on Saturdays for a couple hours, and then I would come back and pick them up. But that never happened. This is no relationship. We're cool, we friends, we co-parenting. So now that he heard that I was going on a date, I asked him, can he keep my son for a little bit longer while I go out? He made a big deal about that, so I had sent a lift for my son. And he was in the car at my house. So when he came to my house, he made a whole big deal like he's not going to be around things like that, that I shouldn't be dating. Kids better not even mention this person's name. He better not see this person. I can't have this person meet my family. If anything, I need to go over to their house. Like, all these rules that has nothing to do with him. I pay my own bills. You need to be focused on your children. The way basically saying, if I'm going to date or if I'm going to talk to anybody, then he don't want no parts. He don't want nothing to do with his children. So he back on his same bullshit. So he asked me to come over and talk. So this is going to be my last time talking to him because it seemed like he don't understand. He don't get it. So I'm here now, and this is my last attempt. All right, y'all. I had to come to the park and just calm down a little bit and reflect on all this before I even go to the house with my kids. I tried to have this conversation with him. I tried to be as transparent as I could be, as calm as I could be, even though the things that he was saying was kind of triggering something, because it's like, come on, dude. This is about your children. He don't know how to separate the two. This has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with you. It has something to do with your children. There's no us. So I gets in there in his room. He's telling me to sit down and talk. I'm like, okay, why we got to be in here? Why we can't go in the living room? It was like, just sit down. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I ain't about to argue with you over that. So I sit down on the bed, and then he basically talk about the situation with my son. There was a conversation with him and my son about something that went on in my house. Not nothing bad. So I was already telling him, like, you don't have no conversation with no child. You can pick up the phone and call me. I'm very honest. Very. You ask me something, I'm going to tell you. Even if it hurt a little bit, I'm going to tell you. We had a whole conversation about that. Then he goes and talk about my daughter and all this. So at this point, now he making it seem like I'm a bad mother. See what goes on, and daughter, she had on a dress, she need to take that off and all this. Hold up. It was nothing wrong with what my child had on. For two, you need to establish yourself first before you come trying to step down and put in some rules in my house. Before you try to set any rules, you need to establish yourself. Learn how to be consistent first. The kids stay with you for one weekend. One weekend. This whole time, one weekend. They not going to listen to nothing you talking about because you can't even stay in their life for more than 24 hours. We had a whole freaking conversation about that. And at this point, I'm heated. I'm hot because I'm like, you doing too much. And then you try to come and try to run something. So since he cannot control what goes on with me, he wants nothing to do with his kids. So he telling me if I date anybody, he don't want to be around it. He don't want nothing to do with them. Because he don't want whoever I'm dating to be around the kids, see the kids, talk to the kids, meet my family, his family. What? You're basically telling me that you're trying to control my life. That if I don't do what you tell me to do, that you're just going to stop talking to your kids because you feel like that's hurting me. It don't hurt me no more. Because me and my kids are good. We're great. You can take your narcissistic ass on somewhere, because I don't want that around me. And then make it seem like I'm a bad parent, like I'm doing something wrong. I don't know no more. I'm tired. I'm no longer begging. I didn't have a father growing up. I turned out pretty good. But by me not having a father growing up, I wanted this for my kids so badly. As you can see, all 4 of them is by him, by one person. Like, I take that really serious. But it's like, it don't matter how hard you try. In some kind of way, you still get knocked down. What am I supposed to do? Do what he tell me to do just so he can be in his kid's life? All these years, I have done that. I have tried to please this man just so he would be there for his children. But at this point, I got to think about me too. Because my kids need me happy as well. My kids want to see me happy. And he keep talking about it's not about him wanting to be with me. But every time you're around me, you want to kiss. You want to lay in the bed. You want to do all these things. So yes, I'm going to feel that way. That's exactly what you want. So yeah, at this point, I'm done fighting. I'm done begging. I'm done feeling like it's my fault. I'm over it. So, I'm back to being a single mother, and I'm okay. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and comment down below. But I can't force a father to be a father.